everyone, my name is Serial C. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic will be why be pro artist and why being pro artist does not equal gatekeeping. Surely we are talking about dolls. As you can see, I am surrounded by them. So let's get into it, shall we? You're gonna see me looking a bit to my side from time to time. I have a list of pointers here, so I'm not gonna forget what I'm gonna say and not ramble on forever, I hope. Please bear with me. The first argument on being pro artist is the cost, at least in my opinion, is the cost of learning to do something. As a visual artist myself, I've been to art high school, I've done a year in art college, and trust me, learning something is not easy, it's not cheap, it takes up a lot of your time, energy, and funds. It combines not only physical knowledge, but also intellectual knowledge. You gotta know what you're doing to do something properly, right? But before you can do something properly, you're gonna mess up a lot. So when learning how to sculpt, or paint, or draw, or whatever you want, you're gonna use up some materials that you're not gonna get back. You're gonna make mistakes, but that's how you learn, right? That's life, just like everything. The time that you put into it, the dedication, the time you spend learning, the time you spend going to classes, I don't know, reading books about it, watching videos. All that time adds up. The practice you do, that's also time. That builds up skill, and to get to a certain level of skill, there's a certain amount of grind you gotta do. And those artists have already done it. The work they've done prior is included in the price of their work. So, that's one reason why they do deserve to be properly compensated. My next points will tie pretty neatly in with my first point. One of those points is quality. Sure, we can stay here and talk about resin quality and company fudge-ups all day, sure. We can make a separate video about that, like Fairyland's differing quality, just saying. But if you buy a legit doll, the chance is 99% higher that you're gonna get a better quality product than if you buy a knockoff or a recast. Another reason why I think being pro artist is the right choice is the ethical side of things. It is intellectual property, and it is a creative concept that the artist has come up themselves with. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to create something out of nothing. Maybe I'm not that great of an artist myself, but when I envision having my art stolen and sold without my consent on the black market, I cannot imagine how those people must feel. When you've put so much of yourself into something, it's just god-awful to have it stolen from you. You gotta understand, supporting requests does not only hurt individual artists or independent artists, it also hurts bigger companies. They're not that big themselves, okay? There's still an artist behind the work. There's still people that need to get paid. Just because a company like Lutz has staff, those staff need to get paid. Those staff do a valuable job. Those staff add value to your product, okay? The artist that originally designed it does deserve to be properly compensated for what they did, and so does the staff. Just because it's not a single artist business, that does not mean stealing is okay. Intellectual property is intellectual property. A concept is a concept. It cannot be stolen, okay? I mean, it can be stolen. Obviously, it is stolen, but it's not right. Anyway, I do not want to stay here and beat a dead horse. Other people have made these points before, more eloquently than I'm ever gonna be able to. There's a lot of resources on this topic. I just wanted to make my stance clear. Now, moving on. I've heard the argument that anti-recast people are actually gatekeeping. What is this? Oh my god. There is nobody keeping anybody from saving up money to buy a doll. The gatekeeping argument revolves around the fact that people believe that if they do buy a cheaper legit doll, they will not be accepted in the BJD community. Let me tell you, that is false. It is completely false. You can have expensive dolls, you can have cheap dolls, you can have in-between mid-range priced dolls. They're dolls, they're legit, they're fine, okay? You can make any doll beautiful, you just gotta try. Sometimes you gotta try a bit harder, that is true, But nowadays there's a lot of options, a lot more than when I first started out. So that's really good. I'm really happy about that. On gatekeeping, I've seen the point be made that if you do not have a higher end doll or a popular sculpt, you're not going to be accepted in the community. That is totally not true. It does not matter what sculpt you have, what price they are. What matters is how you style them, how you photograph them, the time and energy and sure, money you invest in them. Because you can learn how to make wigs, okay? If you cannot afford to buy, I don't know, a very expensive wig, you can learn how to make them. It's gonna take a lot more energy and a lot more time, but you can do it, okay? There's options out there. You can learn to make anything. I also feel like the gatekeeping argument is really weak because it shows the shallowness of the people who make it. If you're in this hobby to get popular, I'm sorry, but this hobby is not for you. No hobby is for you. Because a hobby is not for you to gain popularity, okay? It is for you to feel good and to enjoy yourself while doing it. And if you are in this hobby, if you would like to be in his hobby, please respect it, respect the artists who make it possible. That is my message. Admittedly, all that can be said on this topic has already been said. I'm not gonna tell you anything new. All I wanna do is put my stance out there so it's known from the get-go so there's no confusion going forward. I'm also an artist and I value other artists' work. Other videos I hope will be more interesting, will approach more intriguing subjects, but this is it for now. Next video I think I'm gonna do dealing with people calling your dolls creepy, calling you strange, or feeling weird. That's what I want to do, talk about my personal experience, also change the setup a little bit, so I hope you'll be here next time. I'm sorry if this is messy, I'm open to criticism, give it to me, please. Thank you for watching, I hope you kind of enjoyed it, so stay tuned for more.